do what is called. Keep coming back again and again and again. Get up dressed every day. Take life on. Taking life by the collar.
But I was still working on my goal to get sponsored by King Faisal. So my goal was the 2013 Magnet Conference. It was happening in Orlando, Florida. And what a better place than Orlando to go to. So the requirements for the Magnet Conference were high, but I felt that I had all of them. You have to have the evidence in your application to back up what you're saying. You need to be a certified nurse. You need to be a member in a professional organization, which I did at that time. I was an APON member. You need to be a Magnet champion, which I was. I was a Magnet champion. You need to be an active member in the Unit-Based Council, which I was. I was chairing and co-chairing the Unit-Based Council. And I was also chairing the Divisional Professional Development Committee. And you need to be working on a PI project, which I was working on tons of them. And you at least needed to participate in one policy review, which I reviewed tons of them. Like policies, they get reviewed once every 3 years, and we have zillion numbers of policies. So every week you get an email saying that this policy is due for revision, so do you want to participate? You just review it, send it by email, and then that's it. So I set the goal for myself like 2 years ago, and I was working on it. I was really working hard on it, and then I got it. It didn't happen overnight. I got the approval for the conference, and that was a 2 years worth of work. So yay, I got the conference. I got to go to Orlando. So I went to Orlando with an amazing team. We had tons of fun. The hotel was amazing. We registered on the first day. We visited all the booths. We met the Daisy Award founders. I think I still have my first pin for the Daisy Award nomination. So we visited restaurants. We went to World Disney. Everything was for free. The whole World Disney was booked for the nurses at the conference, and there was like 7,000 nurses at the conference, and everything was free. We went through all the games. We had dinner. We had ice cream. We danced. We had fun. We rode the roller coaster. The conference was at a huge center. I believe it was called the Orange Center. We met a lot of celebrities. Oh my god, it was the best experience of my life. I loved every second of it. After we finish every single day of the conference, I go back to my hotel room and I start writing the articles about what happened during that day, and I send them directly to the nursing office in King Faisal, and they distribute them via email to the whole staff. And that's like I'm reporting live from the conference. We went to Universal Studios, but that's gonna be another whole video. And then they published the articles in the Hospital Journal of Excellence. And then late 2013, we were starting our Magnet Journey kickoff. So I was leading on that project in the Children Cancer Center. I was helping nurses understand Magnet, nursing excellence, and I was helping with Magnet education. And I was selected one of many mock appraisers in the hospital, and we used to do rounds on the units and do mock interviews, and just to prepare the nurses to the atmosphere that the appraiser's gonna do when they come for their actual site visit. I was a member at the Magnet kickoff team at CCC, and we had an amazing kickoff. All the nurses were engaged, and we had huge participation, and it was a successful Magnet kickoff. I was also selected as a moderator for the Magnet kickoff in the main hospital, which was an amazing experience. During the actual site visit, I was an escort for one of the 3 Magnet appraisers that came all the way from the United States to evaluate our hospital. I was everywhere. I mean, Magnet was a learning curve for me, and I excelled on it. And we got the Magnet designation in 2014.
My heart is bursting with joy. Thank you for this honor. We truly appreciate it.
third trip to the United States was on April 2014, and that trip was solely dedicated for my wife's pregnancy. So we went there for her to deliver our child. And don't blame me, I wanted to do what's best for my child. I wanted to guarantee for him a US passport because I didn't want him to go through what I went through. So if I'm not gonna leave him money or property, at least I can afford giving him a US passport. That trip was hectic. We stayed in a hotel, we rented a car, we shopped around for the best hospital, the best doctor. It was hectic, but we finally made it. Noah was born and it was amazing. I had some troubles back with my job because I extended my leave and we were short-staffed, so there were consequences, but that's all in the past now.
It's human nature. Some people will sit and take positivity from that. They will look at that and take inspiration and inspire. It will inspire them to go and push for that. Others will shell up and critique it and be negative towards it. But one thing is for sure, those people will stay where they are. The people who take inspiration from it will rise up and also one day experience that life. So this is human nature. Some go one way, some go the other way.
Immigration to Australia was not happening. We almost paid like $2,000 in 3 years. I did my IELTS like 3 times to get the score they required. So they require 7 in each module, the reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So I got that on my 3rd time doing my IELTS, but then, you know, with the whole qualification thing and their review and stuff, so that wasn't for us anymore. So we were back on immigrating to the United States, and I booked CGFNS one more time, and I said, let's do it. But you know what? I mean, with the 2 babies, the family, the problems in the job, the activities at work, the problems in our life, I didn't prepare well for that exam, and again, I failed.
But I tell you, there are some times in life where you fall down, you feel like you don't have the strength to get back up. I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever going to get up? No. If I fail, I try again and again and again. For as long as I try, there's always that chance of getting up.
No matter what you might be going through, don't quit. The secret is in not giving up. Everybody who's done something great, they weren't that deep. What they had was resiliency. They had the ability to bounce back. All the greats, they didn't quit. No matter how impossible your situation may seem, stay on course. I guarantee you cannot pass it if you quit. I guarantee you're going to fail, but you don't know what's going to happen if you keep going.
So what I did is I did my research. I kept looking on the internet how to immigrate to the United States and what's the best way. So after reading all these forums, I figured we can do it from inside the States. So one day, I talked to my wife, I told her everything about my research, what I found, and we agreed that we can do it from within the States, and that was it. So we packed our bags, we booked the tickets, and we left to the United States. And that was April 14, 2015.